riddles. Hey everybody, how are we doing today? We'll be starting in a couple minutes. We just had to fix some things in the background. Riddles just shit his pants thinking that he was live. He's not. Today is our Laughal. We're doing the drawing at the end of the show. If you're looking to get your hands on this beautiful Red Dragon dice box, along with the Legend coffee from Smuggler's Coffee, today is your day. You want to pick up either tickets through Ko-Fi, Etsy, or today on the show, play your lovely, lovely StreamLoot cards. When I read them out, if Riddles laughs, you get an entry in for today's show. If you get a golden ticket, you also get an entry. If you get a D20 and you roll an 8, you get 8 entries. Let's talk about trivia. Trivia is a new thing we've added to the show. It has been a lot of fun. I've actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, because I actually hate trivia. The way trivia cards are going to work is we're going to play them, and if you guess them with no help from anyone else in the audience, you get 3 points. But if you need to phone a friend, aka the audience, the first person that answers correctly, and you choose that answer, if it is correct, you both get a point. You both get entered into the drawing. So that's all the new ways that you can win and play along with watching paint dry. We'll be live here in about 2 minutes. Get your cards going. Start playing them now, because I will say we're a little low on the cards this month. So your chance to make some laughter, pretty high.
One heroic dice goblin has traveled through the decades, one day at a time, to challenge you to slow down, relax, and treat your inner goblin. This is what...
They're piling in on me.
What's going on, buddy? What do we have?
Stop touching me there.
What's going on? What do we have?
We have...
You're live, by the way.
I figured as such, because you're just that kind of a dick.
Hi, everybody.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
Because
I thought you loved me.
I do. I love to tease you.
Ugh.
How's everybody
You say
doing?
I'm the so you're edging me? Is that what you're saying?
I am digitally edging you. Zeros and ones all around. Oh, God. I had the worst visual that I cannot say publicly of zeros and ones.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna send it to you Discord. I think I broke myself here.
Are you okay?
Are
you okay? You gonna be all right?
Ready? Ready? Zeros and
Wait, hold on.
ones.
Wait, what am I watching? Where am I going?
I sent
What
it
am
to you. I sent it to you in Discord.
Oh,
Zeros and ones.
oh, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with the sewer that he marinades himself in, he's there now.
How are you doing, Riddles?
Wow. You have some issues there, buddy. I'm just,
Dude,
just trying to
look,
say.
look.
You might need a little
Look,
assistance.
that was funny. Privately, that was funny. Oh my gosh, this has been a week.
I don't
This
know
has
what to do
been
with you,
a
man.
week.
I really don't know what to do. And I'm Ko-Fi is not responding. I see that I got the email.
Just
Now
let
I'm
it be
waiting
for a little bit. We'll check it later.
Yeah. So I think we just had another 5 tickets just sold.
Woo!
So yeah. People are definitely wanting a little bit of this.
Red Dragon, baby.
Red Dragon.
Red Dragons. I feel like you
But
have to
is
do
it
one
the
of each
coffee?
color and line them
Maybe
up as
it's the
Tiamat.
coffee that's getting them. I don't know. It could be.
Maybe coffee. Might be coffee. It might be Dragonlance. It might be coffee. It might be. I know Serving Hands wants this damn thing. Is it
we've got
Etsy search history back again? No, that's not my search history. That's hilarious. Funny.
No, we've got multiple people with double-digit tickets ordered. And
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Serving Hands, you better get your shit together.
Yeah, Serving Hands out. Yeah, there's
Aw, Mime's like, I got 20. I was pointed out
Oh yeah,
that
Mime is all over it. Mime's got the most right now that I see without anything happening in stream. This is just how many were purchased outright. With Zion being right behind them at 15.
So I was told that first off, there's one other thing we gotta talk about. There is a sub week for StreamLoots. If we get 4 more StreamLoot subs this month, we get an extra emote slot, and I'm gonna be turning emotes on pretty soon, where we have emotes on the screen, which will be pretty cool. Right now, because we got a worm, we got the Skull TV, we got the Pew Pew, the Grave Lighter, and then we'll get another slot if we get 4 more subs. They want to make it to where we can get more emote slots based on how many subscriptions you have, because they have to allocate.
Cool.
Well, they're doing it because they have to allocate. They're a fucking 4-man team now. So they have to allocate someone to make that happen, and they're going to do it that way, which is cool. I'm fine with that. Give me more slots. So they'll be able to be played on screen and stuff like that, which is cool. That's a side note. Other than that, boy, where do we start this week? I have a lot. I think we should probably start with Ant-Man.
What?
We should start with Ant-Man.
You haven't seen it though, have you?
No. But you said it was good.
I enjoyed it. Me, for my money, I enjoyed it. I went in with a certain expectation, and it met my expectations. I have no problems. I know there's some beef out there about a certain character and the way they were handled, and I don't care because I enjoyed what they did.
I usually don't care.
Yeah, and they're using this particular character has 2 looks, and people keep using the look they don't like. But
is this someone that's not in the trailers? I take it.
Huh?
This is someone who's not in the trailers. I take it.
Oh, they are in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
They're very brief for very brief moments.
Gotcha.
There's another image that looks really amazing, and then the behind the mask is a little different than what people were expecting. Well, you put both of them together and you get exactly what you want.
Negative
fucks.
fucks.
Taken apart, like, oh, it doesn't look good this way, but you neglect this one. You're really not helping yourself with your own argument.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna go see it. So the girl and I have been watching. For those who don't know, I love to cook. The lady and I both do, and we started watching Tournament of Champions. If you are a fan of like Iron Chef cook-offs and stuff like that,
that is an amazing show. It really is.
Are you watching Tournament of Champions?
No, I've seen earlier. I mean, this is not the first time they've done it.
No, Tournament of Champions has been on for 3 seasons now. That's Guy from Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. He's the host. He's a huge sport advocate, but it's cool because it's a bracket system. It's a double blind. So that means that the judges don't know who the cooks are, and the cooks don't know who the judges are. And they never see each other until their thing is totally done at the end of the season. It is amazing. So we have wagers right now. The bracket is so big this time. I lost last season, which sucks. We watched almost the whole thing yesterday when I was working. So we're doing it again, but we are wagering how we're using our movie pass tokens and who gets to pick the movie. I wanted Cocaine Bear. This is playing down the street.
Why does that not surprise me?
And she's like, well, I don't want to see Cocaine Bear. I'm like, that's why we're seeing it. Because you don't want to. So she gets to pick the first movie. We're already into the next season for this one. I think I got this one. So I want to go see Ant-Man. And I know she kind of wants to see that as well. So that's why I asked, is Ant-Man good?
I felt like it was a fun movie. There are... Marvel is taking a different approach, and you have to understand that when you walk into this.
Okay.
Because, like, if you think about the way they set up Thanos'
Sure.
first two appearances, all he's doing is sitting on a freaking throne. He's not that intimidating, but it's that lack of action that makes him, makes you feel like he's a threat. Kang was brought in full force in Loki. And
yes.
Now you have a full force, so you're not getting that,
that
gentle little nudge like you did with Thanos. This is actually jumping in to a full.
Well, this is the third movie, third solo movie.
It's his third solo movie. It's also like the kind of launch for the new phase that they're going into, where it's going to be Kang's dynasty, and you've got to understand that because Kang's already prevalent, there's no like little sneak peeks and stuff like this. It's going to be an in-your-face kind of thing,
right?
And because this is an overarching thing, even though this is a self-contained story, it's the beginning, the first chapter of a bigger story.
I'm excited for it. I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah. So there are some. It may not be a complete story. You may find some things dangling.
Yeah.
And that's because it's part of a larger narrative and not just itself. And I think that's where some people really get their biggest beast from, is that it's not. If there are moments when it feels like it's serving the larger narrative more than it's serving itself.
I'm all in.
I'm all in on it. I think it's still great storytelling, and I want to see the rest of this story, even though the rest of the story is not an Ant-Man movie.
Right.
That's the way you look at it.
Right.
So,
well, what can I say? I'm a movie buff. I've missed having my movie pass. Very weird though. If anyone else knows what movie pass is, it was this thing where you paid a monthly service fee. You could go to movie theaters. You get points. It's back in my market. We got in early because we were early adopters before. But we got 3 cards. Mine has my name on it. The other 2 cards, which makes no sense, we only need 1 other card, do not have her name on it. I asked them why, because they responded like, oh, if you need any help, let us know. I'm like, what about this? They're like, Ugh. And they have not responded to me yet with why. So I'm waiting to find out. Yeah, I'm afraid to use the card because we don't know what it's attached to. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to use credits and stuff. So I'm trying to get it sorted. Like everything else, they don't have a damn phone number you can call. I will also say, I got boned by a insurance company, and this is very important. I have my insurance company. I was checking out 2 health options, and when I signed up for all my stuff, I clicked through it all. It signed me up for an extra piece. I got charged a random like $350 this week. Random.
Wow.
I contacted them saying, yo, what is this? This is not something I signed up for. Oh, it's part of the other companies that work with us you signed up for. I'm like, no, I did not. I told them that. They gave me 45% back. And then they sent me another email saying, if this isn't good enough, let us know and we'll take the whole thing back. I was like, I said up front that I want it all back. I miss having someone I can call and just have the conversation with. Not even yell at, just like, hey, this was a mistake. It shouldn't have happened. Can I just get the full refund? I'm never going to use this service. That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But you can't do that anymore. It's so hard. Customer service is a dying art form. But I did yesterday with Tuesday with some friends. And I'll pull this up on screen, I think. We did chatbot GPT and had it write an adventure for us to play.
Okay.
Using Spelljammer, custom homebrew rules, asking for DCs, styles of checks, what to do on a failure for 1, and surprisingly, for like a brand new gamer who's like trying to learn the game, that thing is a better teacher than your average consumer.
I'm not surprised.
It was
I'm
so
really not.
well done that I feel like it should be used as a process for like how to learn your new TTRPG.
Oh, I'm going over to this camera now.
Oh, I can see you.
Here, so-
Are you
Do we want to show this off before we start
well, that's what I'm
painting?
doing right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna go over the solo paint.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep, I'm already there. So
Okay, so for anybody who's interested, that we're this is what you're not these. That's next month. For this month, for what we're drawing today.
okay, I gotta ask, is that Curry? Is that the legend demon?
Yeah, that's what it's been off of.
Yes.
It is totally meant to be off of the Tim Curry's demon from Legend.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure before I like said that.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, we have that, right? So you have your whole, and it's whole bean coffee. So that's if you don't have a grinder, they're not expensive, and a lot of
Get a hand
shops-
grinder.
Yeah, get a hand grinder or a bird grinder if you get one.
Yep.
And then of course we have the Talon and Claw vault, all sealed up, ready to go, featuring Monument and Turbo Dork paints.
Yup.
What's
What's the I forgot to ask you. What's the back look like? Is it just the wood, so they still have the wood? Nice.
I'm just leaving the pure wood on it. I do this with all the dragon ones. All the dragon ones are going to have clean wood on side and back, and just the top will be painted. You'll have your little foam inserts on or felt inserts on the inside and all that. So, and it has been sealed. I do seal all of mine. I know somebody recently had questioned, when they got there, is they're going like, doesn't seem like there's any seal on it. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't put a heavy lacquer. I do a sealant, and they act differently. So, so we have those. That's what you're competing for today. That's what we're giving away today. What we're painting are these two guys, and these again are also from Talon and Claw. These are 3D printed dice boxes, which I failed to bring any dice over here to the table.
Well, you can grab them. No one can see you.
So we have that. But yeah, just to give you an idea,
That could also be a paint pot,
it could be a lot of things.
like a water pot. Is it? I mean, I'm assuming it can hold water. It's a 3D print.
Yeah, it'll hold water.
Yeah.
It's waterproof.
They sound so good.
Like that's a full spell of dispel or full set of dispel dice.
Nice.
So they're a little oversized comparatively speaking. And here's the set of regular Gas X. We're gonna fit both those in there.
They both fit? You can double down? What?
So this
Dude,
holds 2 full sets of dice, even oversized. So you have that. This is great for I love this kind of approach for a dice box for my my pools.
that clap
this-
reaction, though.
Because you get the clackety action.
Yeah.
But it's also perfect for a dice roller.
Oh,
a
okay.
dice cup. So if you want to put it, you take the lid off, you shake it up, roll out your dice. It's kind of nice. This one, I did some behind the scenes stuff after last week, so
Yeah, I saw you went in hard and kind of finished a good chunk of it.
yeah, this one is technically all finished. So it is good to go. It is sealed, and you see this one heavily features Turbo Dork's color shift paints.
Those color shift paints, cameras do not do them justice.
No colors. That's one of the challenges with working with Turbo Dork.
Mm-hmm.
Is not the company, just the paint itself. It's really hard to convey, even in video, how this looks until you see it in person. It's just a completely different kind of thing.
It has to be on a rotator, and the light also has to be in motion. That's the only way to capture it. So if you have it on like you know what I mean, like a jewelry spinner, and then you also have a light that moves, you can kind of get it, but
yeah. So, and the easy way to do that is I have a thing where I made a circle. It goes onto a rotating disc, holds the camera with it, so it rotates with it and allows the light to adjust around it.
I love Turbo Dork paints. Just nothing does them justice, sort of, physical time.
So
I want that.
Today
though.
we got to finish the Mimic.
Yeah, the Mimic.
We're gonna finish the Mimic today. You won't be able to see the very final version of this because, like I said last week, after I go seal it, I'm gonna seal it in a matte finish.
And gloss
and then
those
I'm going
teeth.
to come back in and I'm going to manually gloss all the teeth, the gums, the eye, just to give it that little bit of like, ooh, gooey slime kind of look.
Yes.
So, but I have to do that after I seal it. So you won't see that today on stream. That'll be something that you'll have to make sure to be following me to be able to catch on the back end.
So we already got some tickets in. Serving Hands wants her box in her coffee. She got another golden ticket, which is awesome. But I found out that our dumb asses did not turn back on the Mad Lib cards. So they're on if you are looking for those. Also, don't forget, if you are subscribed through StreamLoots, like if you get a sub, I give out a pack at the beginning of each month. So in March, which is next week, I'll get our Dragonlance pack to get things going. And then you'll get a pack of cards for this as well, because you already did like a StreamLoot thing. You'll get a little pack with a card in it, so you can at least interact with the show or get a chance for something. With that said, we got our first one. We ready?
I'm ready, and then I have something after you're done.
All right. Guy Fieri is way better in Triple D mode. Look, that sounds like a porn shoot.
Wait, what? Where'd that card even come from? What the?
Those are fill in the blanks, baby.
Oh, okay.
The fill in the blanks are back. You don't think Guy Fieri is better in Triple D mode?
I love Triple D.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie. Me
too.
Right. Well, the earlier seasons.
I like all of it. I like all of it.
They get to a point to where they are, you know, they're running out of locations.
Yeah, I mean, COVID helped because he stopped doing it for a while. Now they're back, and they're all new places that are like survived or came back. That's the other thing about Tournament of Champions. The winner of each bracket, they give $10,000 to a restaurant of choice to help keep them afloat, and that all started in COVID, and they've kept it, which is freaking amazing as someone who worked in the service industry.
Yeah,
I've watched so many restaurants around here close. So what's your next thing, Riddles, before we go to the next card?
My next thing is, all right, so we have the 2 dice boxes from Talon, and these are going together as one piece for next month. So it's not 2 different raffles. It's one raffle next month. Don't worry. We're not going crazy. But when I approached Smugglers, Dave's just an amazing person. And I was asking him, you know, would you be interested in sponsoring the show at some point? And for all the sponsors, I approached him, and it was like, you know, 3 little pieces to donate, right? Mm-hmm. Is always really looking for to help keep, you know, me from having to buy everything, and also to kind of just like give me something to show off.
Yeah.
Right.
And we love Smugglers coffee.
Dave said, "Well, I'm going to send you 6." I'm like, "You don't have to send me that much. Just, you know, send me 1 or 2 every once in a while when I place an order. Just throw a couple extra in." And he's like, "You can't make me."
It's true. That is true.
So Dave has donated 6 bags. I took 1 bag. I did go to my local shop, and I gave it to our the bartender, so that because they serve coffee at
trying to get him to pick it up.
And yeah, so that's the hope, is that Short Rest Tavern in Tucson will be carrying Smuggler's coffee. They really enjoyed the one I gave them. It did really well with the customers. So, and price point wise, it's much more affordable than what they were doing before. So I'm hoping that they just got to convince the owner to go for it.
Yeah.
Because he gave us so many. This is what's going with this month's batch.
Slap shot. I love that, actually. I have that downstairs right now.
So this is a medium blend, if I remember correctly. But it is a small batch, just like the rest of his stuff. But it has notes of milk chocolate, nougat, and caramel. So, if certain candy bars are in your line of yum-yums, then you're going to really enjoy this coffee.
I'll tell you, a little bit of Irish cream and some whiskey in that one is awesome. Not that I would know that from yesterday.
All right, then, right up there you go. But yeah, this is, and it's whole bean, so just preemptively letting you know about that. But yes, that's going to be, Slapshot is going with these 2 because they're kind of puck size. Well, they're puck size, just a little too tall, like double stacked puck.
Yeah, so, it's awesome. That's great. That's a great idea, actually.
So that's what we're going with.
So what? When we get this last one painted, and that'll be all good to go. We're doing a two-man giveaway, or two container giveaway.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can't up the ante and get us some dice for next month.
I have a potential source for that. I just
Me too.
Finished my talk. I have talked to Devin Rue recently.
Oh, nice.
And
that's right. You can't talk about the secrets.
Because she is obviously, if you've been following, you know she had picked up Tabletop Loot.
She did?
When the original owners had talked about closing it down because they had other things coming up in their life.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Devin took over TTL. It's a recent relaunch. And so I would love to get some of her dice in here to help promote TTL. So I will be talking to her about that, but after we have a lot of other stuff going on. And just this is my only I'm not going in there. No. So, anyway.
I'm not doing it.
Nope, not doing it. There are things I would like to say, but I am not going to start a conversation. So
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll ask. I'm gonna talk to TPK Games. TPK Games made these. Let me see if I can get these on screen for you.
I used to have my my Druid cards, my Druid spell cards from PF1 came from those guys.
Yeah, we make a lot of them there.
Super handy at first for me to help me get into the system a little easier.
They sure are.
Really run the character. It was so much. It was.
See what I do with this one.
Nice adjustment for what I needed.
How am I gonna? I might be able to hold this. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to solo and see if I can make this work. Boot it. So they're hard to see, but I think I can do near. And maybe bring it into focus for you all. There you go. So these are skulls with tendrils. And they're hollow cages. So let me grab another one here. Like D6, you can probably see the best. Look at that. These are dope. So anyway, they have some really cool dice right now. And I'm going to see if he's interested in maybe doing something along these lines. I do art direction for them, so I would love to be able to bring them on board to do some stuff. They're kind of, Brian and I are just good friends. I love the products. I also have this. Have you seen this, Riddles? This monster?
Waiting for stream to catch up.
Oh, I didn't know you just could turn it like a computer. This is a D100 Hellraiser ball.
Oh, nice.
So good. Yes, for that warlock or necromancer in your life. Yes, exactly. I'm setting up some new things here. I'm rearranging the desk. So I have a C stand that goes over. Oh, actually, it's a U, but it's a big U stand that goes over my whole desk. It broke yesterday when I was setting up to do something, so I got to rebuild it. But I hang cameras off of it so I can do downward shots, and it just clips and slides along the rail. It's really nice. Broke the whole stand. Never expected that to happen. Never, ever expected that to happen.
What, are you part barbarian or something? What the hell were you doing?
I tightened the clamp because the C-stand, this desk has got big things down each side for the lift mechanism on this thing. And I had it clamped. I was like, man, this feels loose. So I slid it back onto a more stable area and cranked it down. And I broke the entire C-clamp.
That's just...
And it's a plumber's C-clamp. It's like a big C-clamp. I see you, Todd. I'm kidding. No, it's totally fine. Get him too.
What'd you call me?
Todd and I have a war for dice. I always end up picking up dice that he wants before he gets them. I didn't even know you, but we don't know. We don't know that we just have the same aesthetic. We didn't know that we both wanted these dice. I just happened to pick them up. I'd get them anyway. Wow, Scott. Wow.
What I miss?
He told me I have to have you have to have standards, Todd. Wow. Look at my dice are great standards, my friend. So
are they really?
They are. I'm friends with you. Isn't that a good standard? Now what do you say?
Is it really? I don't hold myself in that high esteem, so yeah, I can
Standard
question
zero.
anybody considering me to be a good friend.
Friends with riddles, not high standards. Check. Putting that in the docket. So we've got a couple other cards. If you haven't played cards yet, play them. If you're sitting on any cards, literally just bomb us with them, and I'll start reading them. Because if you want to get this butte right here in the coffee, right there, that sexy beast. Also, by the way, how big is that area that you shoot those photos in, Riddles? That little wooden setup? Is it just like a little corner on a stand, or is it like a place in your house?
Actually, I can show you. It's not really that.
Did you build something?
Yep.
Nice.
And
Nice.
this is an idea that I mean, I have some. We'll just say I have a little bit of time, as far as behind the camera doing product photography. We'll just say that.
I mean, I never would have guessed.
I'm going to use this camera because it'll be easier to show up on this camera than over here.
That's fine. While you're getting that, we got new cards. I'll take it over to the solo here for you. Hold on. Boot it. Oh, it is. Okay, that's what I thought. You just built like a little thing.
Right.
Are
Now,
you using a macro lens for that?
on some stuff? Yes.
It's actually super cute.
Now,
Do you have stage dressing for it too? Do you have like little banners you can hang on it and stuff like that?
I do, but I don't use a lot of them. I like leaving the
Keep it
plain
clean.
wood for the most part. But what I suggest to people is if you're a little shop or whatever, even up as big as like Talon and Claw and those guys, build a few of those.
Yes. They don't
All
take
right?
long.
Build a few of them. You need one light. You need one ring light to hang above it.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. You need the one ring light to hang above it. You use something like that to do your shot. But what you do is, the reason I say if you have more stuff and you want to give more variety in your photos, you build like 3 or 4 of those things, and you either use different woods or you decorate them differently and make it a permanent decoration. That way it is consistent every single time. So if you want little black stones all over the place,
You just pour them
put
on.
them in there, glue them down, put them in,
Mhm.
make it a permanent thing. That way, anytime you need that setup, it is ready for you
And
to
it's
go.
always the same.
Exactly.
And if you need it to be a little different, pour some rocks on it and then shake those rocks off when you're done.
Right.
But I asked if you had stage dressing for them because when we used to do that for 40K, we had to do all the miniature shots. When we build our dioramas for that, all of our dioramas were plug and play. And then when magnets got huge and you could buy them cheap, I started just building magnets into the background for everything so we could just tack pieces on. And then we would spray that whole area light free. So there's no zenithal lighting for it, so that we could light it properly and do photo shoots. Yep, mirrors, baby.
After you build them, go to Walmart, grab one of these from the candle section. They're in the freaking candle section.
They're like
Because it's
$4.
down and melt a candle on. But these things are amazing. They're durable. They're made for it. But you can set these up inside the thing to reflect your light to give you light on the front if you need it.
Yep, mine has a suction arm. I have a little. I put it in a frame with a leg on it and with a suction cup, so I can suction it to stop it.
Okay.
Like if I need to lean it, really far. But yeah, that shit. Photography there's some little tricks, man. There's some little tricks. When I did that, when I was doing the photos for the dice that I did, I had a whole bunch of rigs set up and things like that and built. They're called jigs if you're doing like woodworking, but I built a bunch of stuff like that, so it was the same camera setup because I shot over the course of like 2 days, mostly because I was getting mad because shooting blacklight sucks.
Blacklight is very challenging.
Can someone make
capture.
a blacklight lens for fuck's sake?
You wouldn't need a lens. You just need the lens filter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The filter. I need something that works better for it, but it worked. I got it. It looks great. I'm happy with it. 100%. I can't wait for our new dice for the new season. I don't know if we had Athena on to play the big bad dragon on Tuesday.
I saw that she was on. How'd that go?
Oh, she killed everybody. Well, no. She dropped Drew. She dropped Drew. She dropped one other person. Todd. Moxie did not. And then we kind of cut it there. So it's and she was playing a boiler Drake that I animated because it's a cool concept, but it doesn't function for a combat set piece. And since I'm running 2 shows, what I've been doing is taking pieces of the adventures, dividing them up between the 2 shows.
Okay.
Frank House's jigs are the content we're here for. Shut up, Scott. So anyway, I divided between the 2 shows, and now that we're getting ready to head to the capital area, we get into like the real Game of Thrones stuff. So I'm excited for it. The 2 groups, just by dividing the 2, giving them their own chat and a group chat, there's so much secrets going on and like,
oh, I can imagine.
Kind of backhanded play, friendly. People, when they're watching the other shows by playing a retainer card, they're getting like, why are you doing that? Like, there's just this animated, I guess, conversation between the 2 groups. And they're planning, like, how can they help or hinder each other? And they go from one to the other all the time. Like, it literally is a revolving door. Super crazy. And the goals aren't even 100% clear. But I can say I've mailed out, each one of them is getting an envelope. And in that envelope, they get a natural 20. But what's the text that's in there must happen that episode. I promised them that piece of text will not kill them. I can't kill them with their natural 20. And that's the only limitation.
Fair enough.
So, for example, if someone opened it and read it, and it was like, you must give your, like, say they're the king, you must give your crown to your son and within the next month, or you will be assassinated, like that kind of thing. That's fair game. Or assassination attempts will start, shit like that. So it's just to put things in motion that I want to give a little more drama. And then Beetle and Grimm just sent me everything from the box set in PSD format so I can print and send them to the cast.
Awesome.
So excited. We got more cards. What were you going to ask me? Sorry.
So real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you clean your brushes,
Mm-hmm.
what temperature water do you use?
Depends on the brush.
Okay.
So if they're natural fiber brushes, like things like horsehair sables, things like that, I use lukewarm, not hot, because you can undo the glue that holds them in place, the barrels. If they're synthetics and they are not malleable synthetics, I use cold water. Or sorry, if they're malleable synthetics, I use cold water. And if they're high-end synthetics, I'll use warm again. But I don't ever use hot water to clean my brushes because you run into fucking up the ferrule and where everything goes into it if you unlock the glue or move the glue. And you can get brushes where bristles come out. But yeah, never hot water.
Never, really?
Mm-mm. I've ruined too many brushes. I ruined like a $50 brush with hot water. I'll never do it again. That was in college. I had heated it, and you know how you wet them and you kind of roll them back into shape with a little bit of brush soap or whatever you're using. And I was kind of, pulling it back into shape, and I started pulling bristles out because it was just too hot of water.
Are you soaking it in the hot water or what?
I was running it under a sink to get out some really like abrasive metallic acrylics. Like, it just wasn't coming out of the brush, and I didn't want it to pick up with my white, and it was a detail brush, so I had to get the metallics out. I didn't want those metallics to show up on the edge, and I learned the hard way. But warm water is fine. You don't ever need boiling hot water or hot water for it.
Well, no, not boiling hot, but
warm,
like
above room temperature, body temp. Like, that's fine.
Everything you see that tells you, to clean your brushes,
mm-hmm.
tells you to use either basically warm water.
Mm-hmm. Warm's fine, except for some synthetics. They will fucking misshapen if you use hot water.
Depends on if you're soaking it or not.
Yeah, nah, I've had it to where that does that tip curl. You know what I'm talking about? Where like the tip curls on you from using warm water. And it's hard to reshape a synthetic. Natural hair is easier to reshape. A little bit of with soap and you lock it in place and let it dry, it'll do it. But synthetics are
sure what you're doing with your washing because I've never had that problem.
Had numerous times. Fan brushes too. There's another one that if you're using a fan brush and you use too hot of water. I'm talking like my water out of the tap, if it's turned on, is damn near boiling. Here in this house. But warm.
Right. Well, the reason I bring it up is because every time I clean my brushes, I do use warm water. I'm using warm water on everything.
Warm's good. It breaks it down. But not hot. It
breaks down the paint. It cleans it faster.
Yes.
And more thoroughly.
Oh, yes. I agree with that 100%.
Right. So to that point, what I have done is I had to switch my paint water glass. So my paint water mug is now this guy.
Oh, what happened? Did you break your other one?
I didn't break the other one, but the other one had a thicker bottom and a smaller bottom, so it didn't have the same surface.
Using a heater, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm using a mug heater to keep my water warm so that it cleans my brushes.
As long as there's enough water in there, you're fine. But I don't know if you've ever drank coffee on a mug warmer and it's down to like that 1/4 inch and you go drink it and that water's fucking scalding.
I would never. I don't think I'd ever use it for my coffee, honestly.
Well, I have one next to me for my coffee right now. It's literally sitting on it.
But it would just like I use warm water and it cleans it so fast in the sink for me. Because it's not like I soak them or anything.
Right. They're not sitting in
it's
it.
Just
that's the other thing. Don't ever leave your brushes in a cup of water tipped down. That is just cruel and unusual punishment.
That's death to a brush.
Yep.
That's going to kill your brushes. But no, I've definitely found that ever since I switched over to using the mug warmer, my brushes come out so much cleaner. I'm doing less trips to go fully clean them. Doing the whole deep cleaning.
Yeah.
Because basically before this I was deep cleaning probably twice a week on some of these brushes that I use all the time.
Ooh, we got more cards.
I'm finding that there's less and less remnant left in the brush, the well of the brush.
Uh-huh.
So this is definitely cleaning my brushes out a lot better by using that mug warmer.
Gotcha. So we got more. Let's go. It's time. It's time for more cards. If people have more cards, keep playing them because this show is only till 2. This one is CB crossovers. What 2 characters would you love to see fight each other?
Oh. Ooh, what they pick? What? Now tell me.
Wizards of the Coast versus Bank of America. Oh wait. God. Wow. That's good.
Live action battle royale.
That's savage. Bank of America been calling out fucking Wizards of the Coast. That is. Whew. That's a good one.
They did. That was kind of amazing news to read, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
When the big sleaze calls you out, you really messed up. We were talking about that in the background at KP. Like, dude, what did you do to have a bank go? Did you know that you messed up more than we ever have? Like, that is bad. Yeah, or they're getting ready to have something really bad happen.
Bank of America does not have
a great track record.
Pristine reputation.
No, I don't. No, I do not. The next one, we haven't seen this card in a while. Definitely not since we've been over here. Trigger warning, food picks and dice goblins who get sets before you do. Motherfucker. That is the truth. Oh my God. The fill in the blanks are really good. We need to make more fill in the blanks, I think.
All right, I will work on that. Hey guys, if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see for cards, hit us up.
Put it in the Discord channel. I just made a watching paint dry one. I turned it on today.
Oh, about time.
Well, a bit busy.
Whatever.
I was trying to get all the stuff to work properly. I chat as someone who is in our Discord. Can someone go into that watching paint dry and let me know if you can drop an emote or drop gifts? Because I don't want to have any issues with that because we've had problems in the past. If there is one, I got to go into Me6 and fix that. But yeah, not my fault. Not my fault. So we got more cards. Keep playing them. We got that's the last of that one so far for the day. If you have them though, play them up. What I had another topic. You asked me what I've been playing lately. I am currently I'm doing two things right. So for GaryCon, I'm setting up to run this for a group of people. For those who are going to be at GaryCon. I don't know who's looking at the screen right now. Here, let me help you. I think this will make Scott mad.
Oh, nice.
It's going to make Scott really mad. Oh, that's Riddles. Hell no. I don't run pre-written adventures. Dragonlance is the first pre-written adventure that I've even sort of kind of touched in ages. It said not today. Thank you. But I am running it. I'm aiming to run it. Right now, I am going through thrift stores trying to find old wallets. Because I'm going to put all the information for your characters in an old wallet and have like a box of them, and you can just grab your character out of the box. They'll have the wallet, your cards, like all that kind of stuff will be in it, which I'm super excited for.
You know you're going to have somebody walk up to your table. You're going to ask them about the wallet. They're, you know, like ask them which wallet they're going to pick, and they're going to like, you know which wallet's mine.
Why would they know?
It says badass motherfucker on it.
Yeah, I don't have that wallet in there. If I can find one, I will do that though, because that'd be funny as shit. I better make everything purple and gold. I'm looking at it. I'm getting Me 6 up right now. Me 6 bot. You dirty, filthy bot. I have to add it to a list of things and make sure that the list is there and blah, 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 blah. What? Don't make me do this. Such a pain in the butt.
You're a pain in the butt.
Yes. What do you mean?
What?
I'm fighting with this.
Yo, and guys, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get a person on stream today. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, so
Facts.
it was
Facts.
It was a bit challenging to grab anybody's attention to get them on stream. So, hopefully next month I will do my best to try and get 2 people in next month.
Ooh, the double down. You're so kind.
Not at the same time.
You're so nice.
We're gonna, but yeah, I definitely think we're gonna try and have Dave on because I love Dave's energy. I love Dave's vibe, and he's a great.
He's
person.
super fun.
I'm excited that you guys are gonna play at GaryCon. I
need to run him in something, man.
Yeah, I told him I when you guys play, I need pictures and video.
No, I mean I can't promise that.
No, there should be pictures and video.
I mean, there'll be pictures, I'm sure. It's hard to do. So I will say I am the worst at taking pictures at cons. And the reason being, I'm so busy running games and doing stuff. I need like a camera guy. Like my brain set is not in taking pictures and videos. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you want to pay me, just saying.
Yeah, you act like I'm rich. I am not rich. Wrong industry, buddy. Wrong industry.
Well, no, there's a lot of other companies out there thinking that, you know.
There's a few companies that are rich and doing okay. Like everyone thinks Cobalt Press is like a fucking 40-person company. There's 13 people. I'm number 13.
Well, that's not very fortuitous, is it?
We're an army. No, I love number 13. I'm down with it. That's like my favorite number, actually.
Nope, number 8.
Yeah. That's you. All right, so let me see if I can fix
number
this.
Is 88.
Let me see if I can fix this. I had some other stuff to talk about, though, and I'm trying to find... Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Let me pull up Ravenwood. We were talking about that behind the scenes.
I would really like to work with these guys. I did send out a feeler just to see if I could get some kind of response. I haven't gotten a response yet. But yeah, I would definitely be interested in working with these guys. They have their Titan Vault specifically. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's pretty flexible as far as like what you could use it for.
They're so gorgeous.
I like the layout of the, like, from a designer's point of view, that aspect ratio is almost the aspect ratio of a screen, which makes design for it so much easier.
I like this little case that they have for this Kickstarter. Do any of you have one of their products? Does anyone here have one? I don't. That's why I'm asking.
If Dave is in chat, maybe.
They look cool. I love these little trays to like store them. I love the little wood, like the ravens and stuff like that. It's a cool look. Their price points are very similar to everyone else in the industry. They get a little higher when you get up into the Purple Heart and stuff like that, but that stuff's so expensive, man.
It's not really though. It's not.
Working with it is though. The mistakes are expensive. The end cuts. The fact you got to wear a respirator, which I don't know, you should be wearing a respirator when you cut the stuff anyway. And finding it is hard. That's the other thing. It is rare. Like, it is more rare than trying to get maple.
Well, yeah.
But it's not my favorite wood anyway. Purple Heart's not my favorite wood. I do like Bolivian rosewood though. I want bogwood. I want a bogwood dice box.
I would love a bogwood dice box. I would love a cypress dice box.
I like cypress too, yeah. Agree with that too.
Yep.
But so I was curious because their boxes look cool. I would love to get them on the show. I think their stuff looks great. I love this kind of wagon wheel. The designs look good. They're definitely doing it right. I wonder if they had any patent issues with other companies that are out there. Yeah. This is gorgeous though. This Titan Vault, this is sexy.
Yeah. Now they have a Kickstarter going on right now where they have the epoxy added to their vaults.
I saw that.
By the way, let me just quickly throw in, like, I'm still very much in love with the paints that I've gotten from Monument. But I highly recommend getting the 2 signature series. Like, this is one signature series they did for Ninjan.
Hold on here, let me get rid of this. Here you go. Yep, the Ninjan ones,
so,
yeah.
So Ninja and in the dark ivory, oh my god, this thing is like so useful.
Is the coverage good on the ivory over other things?
Single coat.
Oh, that's actually really good for a single coat.
Single coat going over black. So, I mean, that's
okay. I see you.
That's pretty impressive as far as the opacity and coverage goes. And normally I would want this a little more solid if I was sticking to the one color, but I don't stick to one color. I gradiate. So yeah, we're going to be doing some lighter. We're going to shade up from this. What are you laughing at now, Buttman?
We got more cards, man. You ready? This is an internal joke for people who are in Discord. Gravelighter is a gift Nazi. Tell me that I'm wrong. Achievement unlocked. I mean, he kind of is. Look.
Speaking of Nazis, have you seen the trailer for Sisu?
No. What?
Oh my god. I want to see this movie so freaking bad.
I don't know if you should put those words in a specific order like that.
This is a movie in Finland at the beginning of World War II. And the main character is a Finnish miner.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
Right? He's basically like World War II's version of John Wick, and he just goes through slaughtering a one-man mission.
That sounds actually really good.
Like, just watch the preview for it, the trailer. Oh my god, the shit he does in this. Oh, some of the Nazi kills are amazing.
When's that come out? Do you know?
I don't remember the release date off the top of my head, but it's SISU. It is English.
Okay.
But oh man, I am so stoked for this movie.
I'll have to check that out. Sisu, Todd. Sisu.
SISU.
SISU. I didn't even notice these Lotus Vaults are theirs. These are gorgeous.
They are very. I would not have a lot to do with those.
Oh
but
my
they are
God.
a very pretty little piece of.
Well,
of work.
they have blank ones too. You can get. You can get them blank and get them etched with your own thing. That'd be dope. But these are gorgeous.
Yeah, no, I reached out to them, seeing if they'd be interested in doing some collabs. So if anybody in chat has any connections over at Ravenwood, you know,
Look at that.
Just saying.
That's hot. That's super hot. I love that. That's actually really cool. But yeah, so other than that, man, I'm busy as hell. Gary Con, end of the month.
I'll be at Gen Con.
I will be at Gen Con. I'm doing a lot of work for KP there.
Last week.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be. Excuse me. There's a chance I'm at Origins too, in July, depending on how things are going. I've just been.
Now, are most of your appearances? Are they going to be? Are you going solo or are you going for Kobold?
Depends on the con. I'll be doing both though at all of them, unless they pay for all my time at a con and like pay me enough to be there full time for it. I'll be doing like panels for them, running stuff, and a lot of the ramp up too. I know Gen Con, they are asking me to do a bunch of stuff, and I was like, well, we're gonna have to negotiate that sooner than later. But I'm excited just because I just got a sneak peek at some other stuff for Black Flag, and I can say I actually like the direction they're going in for a lot of it. I think it's smart. But I can't say anything until Packet 2 comes out. So
now I have I'm going to be honest.
Ask away, man.
I've looked at how the hell do you get into the playtest for that? Because
it's on the website. You just download it.
Just download. Okay.
Yeah, you just download Packet 1. The February 27th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time is the last time you can get your information in for Packet 1. And Packet 1 is just about like how we're handling talents and lineages, how we're updating kind of races to lineage. We cut out like 12 pages of like the beginning of character creation, all the BS that's in ASRD. We really chopped that down. I'm excited to see combat and how they're handling classes because they don't want them to be boring. They want all the dead levels gone. That's the best thing about PF2. There's no dead level. There's none. Todd and I were just talking about this the other day. There's no dead levels when you are doing a Pathfinder 2 character. And then for the GM, it works pretty well. But I still say, even as a GM, the back end of PF2, while cleaner, the numbers are really tight. There's not a lot of flex like to play around. You're in like a 2 up or down scenario for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think that monsters and building encounters, if you are a strict encounter and number builder for your CRs, because there's a lot of people who play that way, it's still rough to build encounters, man. It's just not easy. But I do think the action economy and the action economy on the monster side is better. I think big bosses still feel lackluster, though. I think that bosses and big monsters need to have more than one reaction. And I think a lot of their abilities need to be reactions because it just feels hollow when everyone clashes together in the middle like a miniature game and they don't move from there. There's not enough movement in those games, and that bothers me. You're like punished for leaving combat. There's no advantage for leaving and coming back in. Like it's just static, and that's all combat that uses a grid. I really feel the older I've gotten and the more time I have, that the grid creates static combat.
It can, yes.
Like after playing Cypher, that doesn't happen. But it just, everyone goes, and then people die off, and then movement happens. And it's too long. It's too long. And then 5e and Pathfinder, I think that combat is front loaded to where there's no build up to something cool. You start with everything cool, and then you just fucking battle it out to whatever it is dies.
In real life battle, you plant your feet if you're on defense. But if you're not on defense, if you're trying to, you should be constantly moving.
Yep.
Because you're either looking for an advantage or you're trying to avoid being static and being hit.
Yep.
And that's the thing about when you stand still, there should be, if you don't make at least a 5-foot movement, you should have a penalty because unless you've got a shield,
Right.
unless you take a defensive stance.
I
If
just
you
feel like a
stand
lot of
still-
people. I think that's really hard to portray in a TTRPG because of we've been trained from 3.0 up really to like see attacks, opportunity, and stuff like that. For those who grew up with it, if you grew up in the indie scene, this is not a problem for you.
Right.
But retraining that mentality is hard.
But like that, I mean, like in Pathfinder 2, they give fighters an advantage by them being the ones that get attacks of opportunity. Other classes don't get it unless you take a feat for it.
Yeah.
And you can do the same thing with the movement thing. If you're not a trained fighter and you're not constantly on the move, then you are probably leaving yourself open to attack. So if you don't move, you should have a negative to your AC.
Yep. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree. Let me see if this fixes it here. I like a lot of it. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff with it. I just like Todd, for example. Todd just said, in my local PF2 group, I'm playing a crane stance monk and I leap into the fray, flurry, leap out. I'm all over the battlefield, but you made a character to do that. Normal characters just don't.
Yeah. Especially range characters. You'll find that range characters stand still a lot, which is why I will usually send a melee character after anybody that's staying at range.
Yeah, so like the threat is you get them plunked down before we get into it and stuff like that. I agree.
Yeah. So, and it's just, you can make, that's the thing I think a lot of newer players and newer DMs are not versed in, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine that you're not comfortable making home rules yet or sticking to, but don't be afraid to try it. Because like in this instance right here, these kind of little things, when you add them to your game and it's a rule you imply, you'll be surprised how many times that rule gets taken by somebody else and used in their games.
So someone go try watching Paint Dry's Discord. I think I fixed it already. There's a lot of things with that. So I'm curious to see what they do for that. I really like MCDM's recent talk that he did in a live stream. He did a really cool setup on I don't want to say, I'll say Final Fantasy, but like building up a limit break. So a lot of your abilities that you have, the momentum has to be going for you to be able to use them. And I like that because it makes players build towards something, which is cool. Todd and I had a really good talk about building towards epic moments in combat using the mini game system or the subsystem of Pathfinder 2, where there's victory point conditions. There's a whole bunch of them. And I found a way, I think, to do it that's going to be really fucking fun for our new campaign. And I'll share it. I mean, it's not private, but I want to make stratagems and trap scenarios and things like that players can learn as a group. Maybe there's milestones for it. Maybe there are blueprints you find. Maybe there's a book that teaches you a stratagem. But whatever it is, there will be victory point conditions, just like there are for research or other things. So basically, a success is a point. A critical success is 2 points. And instead of it just being skill checks, it could be like if you get an attack that's a critical or a success. If you get it, if maybe one of them is a defense counts as well. Not getting hit counts as well as you're setting somebody up. Maybe the other one is ranged attacks, and you get these little clicking points, right? Your video glitches when I hover my mouse over it.
Are you breaking shit?
I don't know. That's somebody in chat. I don't know what you mean. It looks fine. It's playing fine for me. I'm lost, Coach. Are you talking about the YouTube page? If so, just maybe refresh. Is anybody else having that problem? My end is not doing that. So those movements, and specifically since we're doing a monster hunting game, because we already kind of did our Darkest House one. We're gonna do that again coming up. I really kind of want to do one more before the live show starts. But the idea of it is so that you can like fight a werewolf, and maybe you're either taking it down or trapping it. Let's say you're trapping it, right? When you go in and you are like, all right, we're trapping this guy and bringing him in. We have the bee-her net that we built, so it's electrical. We need to get 10 points to be able to throw the net and pin him to the ground. So someone goes in, defends the shield, doesn't get hit, that's a point. 2 people pluck arrows, they get a crit on one and a hit on another. That's like 4 more points. That's 5. So as that 5 happens, you get an unlock, which is like nets readied. And then you do it again, you get your next 5, and it gives you a chance to throw the net as an action and cover it. And make sure you're setting them up for the trap properly. Like it drops from a tree, it pulls from the ground, whatever it may be. And it just lets you have those epic moments. Because right now, I feel like you don't get to do that in TTRPGs. It's like, I hit, my spell hits. There's like no combo. Cortex nailed it when they did the superhero game. And that new one you just played, the superhero game. Superhero games get it. But you just said that they had one, right?
They have what would they call a team up.
Team up.
And I've been ever since we did the play test, I've been thinking about it. Like there are tons of prestige classes and that have these special abilities, but a prestige class is typically 2 classes merged together, right? Oh, did I lose you?
Nope, still here, listening.
So yeah, so a prestige class in a lot of games is typically a combination of 2 other classes. It's not just a static like class of its own, but it borrows from other classes to make its own unique thing. Well,
okay.
So, like, what if? And I think I talked about. I didn't talk about it here. I talked about it elsewhere. Like the Arcane Archer, a prime example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of a mage and a ranger. Is really what or fighter.
Correct.
For the archer part, is what it breaks down to. So, what's to say that the fighter and the mage in your group couldn't put themselves together to do a combo move that utilizes one of those
2 things?
Right. That utilizes like being able to cast your spell onto your fighter's arrow, and the fighter gets to shoot. So like, if you have a short range spell and you cast it onto his arrow,
thanks,
which
Steve.
is the vehicle and delivery service for the spell itself. Hit.
Is that going to be something that's like you're going to see it happen often, not just once in a while? Also, someone in chat said grim paint job. Do you want to show them what the actual thing is you're painting when that tacks up a little bit and dries? That's actually a dice vault. D.
Yes.
And the way you get in is by stream loot cards or buying Ko-Fi tickets. You can do that as well. We're down to our last 30 minutes of the show, and I actually have 1 stream loot card to read too.
Yes, you want to try to either use cards to make me laugh, or you can buy tickets straight out.
Yep.
If you want to put the Ko-Fi link in there for them or whatever.
Yep. Right now, our thing that is up for this month that we're doing the drawing for today is this duo pack here, which is a dice vault painted by 88 Riddles with monolith paints. It's a dual hex dice vault, and then Smuggler Coffee's. Is it just called Legend?
Legend of Darkness.
Legend of Darkness, which is their coffee. That is the duo pack that we're doing. That is the giveaway today at the end of the show. We're usually about 10 minutes to 2 Central Standard Time. So in about 20 minutes, we'll close off everything and you can get entries. So the way it works, you play Stream Loot cards. There are comedy pieces in there. Some are fill in the blanks, some are topical questions. When I read them off, if Riddles laughs for me reading them, or laughs in proxy to me laughing, doesn't matter, you get an entry. If you get a golden ticket out of the pack, you get an entry. If you get a roll a die, you hit exclamation point D20 in chat. If you get an 8, you get 8 entries. And then trivia, we ask a trivia question. If you answer it on your own, you get 3. If you need help from other people, you get 1 if it's correct, and they get 1 if it's correct. That first person. Yeah, Legend of Darkness is from Smuggler's Coffee. Good friends of the show. I love their stuff. I think Riddles and I have been drinking their stuff for at least a year.
Oh yeah, I've been doing it for more than a year because I did this, I think 3 years now. I've been with Smugglers pretty much exclusively.
Yeah, here it is. This is Smuggler's Coffee. Oops, I didn't mean to cut it off. Let me get rid of that. This is Smuggler's Coffee. That's the Stream Loot card being played. And this is Smuggler's Coffee. They're a geek-centric coffee roaster out of Illinois. Amazing stuff. I'm actually wearing their Hellfire Club, which is Caffeine Club, shirt. And that's this month is the one that was on screen. The one he's painting right now is going to be for next month. Yep. And that's going to be 2 chests together and a coffee called Slap Shot. So lots of stuff. Speaking of cards.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of cards, Serving Hands wants this damn dragon. Wants this dragon. All right. So here's what we got here. How do you define a dice goblin? Someone who's been waiting for almost 3 years for their pixel dice? Look, girl.
I am with you.
Look, girl.
I am so with you on that.
Look, girl.
Oh man, I want it, and I see digital ones out.
They do.
I'm like, what the hell? Why are we still waiting for ours? What are you doing? I don't know.
You're never getting them. That's really what it comes down to. You're a dice goblin that's going to have that empty spot on your shelf. I don't think they're ever going to finish it. I hope I'm wrong because they're gorgeous. I almost backed them and missed it, and now I'm not upset. They look so good, though. I really do hope they finish, like in all seriousness. That's another one for you. That's 5 for Serving Hands today.
Wow.
But speaking of which, next up, trivia time.
Oh, nice.
We got monsters for trivia.
Okay.
So, like I said before, trivia card. We're gonna pull one of the D&D specific Trivial Pursuit cards. It's gonna be monsters. If Serving Hands can answer this on her own, she gets 3 more entries. If she can't, she can phone the audience. So don't answer until she says she wants audience help. And the first person that answers correctly and she picks that, you both get 1. She has to pick it though. It's just like phone a friend. Everyone can put it in, but whoever says it right gets it. And the timer's really short on this because we don't want people to be able to just go hunt and peck and look it up. There's a little bit of, honesty in this, but she may not pick your stuff. So we'll see. All right, what do we got for monsters?
4 monsters. All right, here we go. Are you ready, Serving Hands?
You want to put the box on the set so they can see it? Because it's super dope. That's one of the works of whimsy boxes that they made and got painted.
Yep. This one is available on my site. And each one, you choose your initials and what year you want it to say. Anyway, enough of that.
Let's go. Monster time.
A sturge resembles a hybrid between which animal and insect?
One more time. What was that?
A sturge resembles a hybrid between which animal and which insect?
Athantia has a month named after it. My custom setting has a month called Sturge. What is it, Serving Hands? Do you need to phone a friend?
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Huh? What do you got? What do you got?
That Beetle and Grim Link here thing is frustrating. I've tried fixing it like 5 times.
I have some touch-ups on these teeth I got to do, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Be fine. Be fine.
Do you have any idea what a Sturge is? Yeah, they were in one of our seasons, actually. They were in one of the seasons of Athantia. That's when the train wrecked. When the train wrecked, they had to deal with swarms of them. So what are the 2 creatures? Do we need to phone the audience? Time's almost up. I know
Come
we
on,
got
Serving Hands. Give us an answer.
I know we got a delay, so I'm pausing to be kind. I feel like I need to find a button where it just plays. I need to find like a quiz music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
like,
Jeopardy theme?
Yeah, like something. I know Jeopardy theme gets you hit. I actually got hit for that for playing Jeopardy theme once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. I think it was too long though. If I did a little shorter version, it was great. But I played it for a long time. Are you phoning a friend, Serving Hands? I'm gonna have to automate a timer too, I think, that goes on screen. I click a button after it's red. She said bat and mosquito.
You were right.
3 points for you.
Yes. Yeah, I agree that we need to have a more official timer for.
Well, I'll click it and I'll make it like a minute and 30 or 2 minutes, and I'll just put a timer on the screen that just starts up. Super easy to do. I will make a note to do it this afternoon.
Okay.
As I have one in front of me that I use. 2-minute trivia timer. Good on you.
Bravo, bravo. Well played.
Speaking of bravo and awesome stuff,
Huh?
there is, hold on here.
Uh-oh.
No. I gotta find it here. I gotta find it. This is a different thing. Where's it at? There was something awesome that I wanted to show. For those who are playing games, because I like giving sales to people and tell them when there's cool stuff on sale. Let me find.
Oh, speaking of which, on sale, I still have 2 items on Blowout that haven't sold yet.
Oh, really? I just put the Etsy up too. Which ones are they in the Etsy shop?
Well, there's a sale tab off to the side. If you go to the main Etsy page, just click in the sales section, it'll show you. But it's 2 of the bigger deck boxes. I've come up with some changes to the art form, to the art style, and offering and whatnot. So I'm kind of slowly weeding out the old ones and trying to bring in new ones. And yeah, so there's a couple of them in there that are left over that are close and ready for sale.
So I'm gonna pull this up on screen. So for those who are new and don't know, a lot of you do. So I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. I picked up doing the project marketing person for project content creator for it's such a weird title that they've made for Cobalt Press. But what I actually wanted to show is this. Oop, not that. This. The Book of Blades I was unaware of. So I like additions to games, things that make them better and kind of level them up as you play.
Oh yeah.
If you are a 5e fan at all, or looking for a way to make anything in any game have some flavor, these PDFs are by far some of my favorite class editions to come out since 2nd edition. Remember the old Necromancer book and all that kind of stuff? These books are like that, and they're strictly for martial classes because martial classes suck most of the time in 5e. This is amazing. They're in the monk book, Riddles. There is a way for you to do a weapon catch as a reaction.
Nice.
Like someone swings at you, throat punch, eye gouge, all the things you expect from a martial arts movie is there. They made it so a crossbow arbalist doesn't suck. And the fighter is written by one of the 2 writers on it is Tim Hitchcock, which is a good friend of a lot of the people who go to shows with me. Amazing to see him back doing stuff, but they don't cost a lot. They're like $3.99, $4.99. They're not insanely expensive. So just if you are playing 5e and you're looking for a way to level up stuff in your game, I went over them in Cobalt chat yesterday. I did not know what to expect. I went in blind for them, and they are really good. So just a heads up. I wanted to pimp that. The only cross promotion I'm probably going to do right now, but it's awesome. Other than that, Riddles, why aren't you running your Goblin game yet?
Well, the Goblin game I'm doing, it's a one-shot. I'm going to be making characters for it this weekend.
Oh, nice.
But I'm actually doing it on St. Patrick's Day night.
Are you really?
At our local comic shop.
Aw.
Because it is a leprechaun heist.
Oh my god.
Yep. So I have created a leprechaun to work in Goblonia.
Okay.
And that they are going to have to. I don't want to give the everything.
Don't ruin it.
Yet,
don't ruin it.
That's going to be their main adversary, and what their handler is going to be giving them a task to take care of that. So I'm solving some problems not solving problems, but just like creating things ahead of time. So like in Goblonia, you have like in Blades,
Mhm.
you know how you have a sheet for your base, for your. They do the same thing in Goblonia.
Is it
You
is
have-
it Apocalypse World or is it its own system? You said it uses cards,
Its
right?
own
Playing
system.
cards.
Its own system. So but it has a clubhouse sheet. So I've actually filled out their clubhouse ahead of time already. The idea is, so they exist between two markets, is where this group really kind of gets their vibe from, and it's because they are a courier service.
Oh, nice.
Couriers of Goblonia, cogs,
Cogs.
like
Cogs in the wheel. No,
a clock, you jackass.
I get it. Uh-oh, Riddles got choppy there.
Yeah.
Riddles, you got super choppy there.
I'm
Now you're
sorry.
back now. It's fine. You said cogs in the wheel, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, cogs.
Cogs.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
oh, I don't know. I think on screen the okay.
No, it's all working.
Yeah, it's okay. There it goes now, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's caught up now. You're fine. I can see it on my end. It's fine. So, Riddles, what are we gonna paint after these two boxes? You got any ideas what April's gonna be? Just as a
Well,
teaser.
I know exactly what's coming.
Oh, do you?
If anybody remembers my big announcement,
Which one? You have like 1,000.
I have not had that many. I wish I had that many, but I do not. No. If you missed it, if you didn't,
Oh,
either
thanks,
from-
Mime Goblin, for subscribing.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Kat. No, Elderwood is another one of our sponsors and one of my my first real partner I've had in this business.
Mm-hmm.
That I worked with, and they have the new. So the Kickstarter they just did that wrapped last month was not last month, but a few months ago, was the Dungeon Journal that they did, the nice big binder that has the dice vault on the end.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was that because they do have inside that there is a spot for another hex chest if you wanted, and so the idea was we wanted hex chests that complemented the design work on the dungeon journals. So they did a series of there's a link for it and everything. They did a series of dungeon journal hex chests.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6 of them featured my artwork, and those 6 are on their way. Actually, I think that's what's at the post office waiting for me right now.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. So we have 6 hex chests from Elderwood, and I'm going to spread this out a little bit, but we were going to talk about all 6 of them on stream next,
cool.
when we come. So yeah, I'll have all of them. I will be painting all of them during the course of next month because I want all of them up on my site. Because I mean, I'm super excited about it. I'm super proud of it. I'm very, very happy with not only what I gave them to work with, but what they were able to do with it beyond that. So this is a big deal for me in my own little world. So yeah, who knows if it does well enough, if these hex chests do well, maybe they'll do an expansion of more of my designs. We'll see. I'm not promising, but that's
awesome.
That's kind of like the angle and the hope that I have right now. So
everybody, you got about 10 minutes, give or take a little bit, to get, because we started a little later today, to start getting your StreamLoot cards in. So if you're sitting on any StreamLoot cards and you want to get an entry in to win the Legend of Darkness combined with the lovely Red Dragon box, now's your time. So play cards, get entries, see if you can't win yourself the Dual Hex Vault from Talon and Claw, painted by 88 Riddles, Monolith Paints, and coffee from Smuggler's Coffee.
This?
Yes, that. Yeah, that thing. That shiny, sexy thing. Is that the one with the space in the middle too for like miniatures and stuff like that?
Yeah, it does have so you can do coins, you can do extra dice, you can do miniatures. It's a catch-all kind of little extra piece.
D6 for fireballs or breath weapon attacks. Maybe that's just the GM box. And it's just your Red Dragon box. All Red Dragon dice with Red Dragon breath weapon. Just saying.
That's another thing that this is great, as one of the guys at the shop pointed out. This is also great to store your pot.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but these are great. Yeah, they're great for stash boxes, jewelry boxes.
Why is the center of that talon and claw thing not a fucking grinder? Inside their dual hex, you just twist like a lever on the top and it's a grinder in the middle?
That would be kind of epic.
Call me, Talon.
I know Anthony has some other things on his plate right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Do it anyway.
So yeah.
I don't even smoke. I just know it's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'm close to finish on this. I got to do the glossing after, but that's going to be after we get the dry coat on there, the matte coat on there for the rest of it. So, I feel good about where this is right now. So I think I'm going to stop at this point because I have a bad habit of sometimes going too far.
There's no such thing.
Oh, yes, there is. But these are both, I know that it is a possibility. These could be regular offerings, but as far as those regular offerings go, I painted these in completely different styles than what I sent to Talon and Claw. So these are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that I'm not going to have in this specific paint style again. Yeah. And this does make a really, this little divot right here in the top.
It's a dice jail.
Really cute little spot for your.
It's a dice jail. It's when they roll bad, you set them on it. We got another card.
Give me the card.
It's your favorite.
Wait, what?
It's your favorite card. Yeah. Who is your favorite and why is it Jay? Because dice vaults make great weed storage. So that's next month's pack there that's out.
This is next month's. I will open auctions for this as soon as I have this cleared and done. So maybe tomorrow I will do photos, and once I have those photos, I will set up the March raffle tickets. But that will be tomorrow. I am going to go ahead and go online now. I'm going to go to
Ko-Fi.
Gotta see if we have any new orders, which I don't see any right now.
No. I am going to talk about D-Lance while you're looking that stuff up. Let me tell you what. I opened up this D-Lance box because I'm going to do a recording for it this weekend to show the Beetle and Grimm Dragonlance box set. There is so much crap in here. Even with the table I have, I'm going to have a side table to pull product from to set it. There's not enough fucking room. It is ridiculous, the amount of stuff that is here. I think I'm going to have to pull things out, show it, record raw audio with product footage, and then I'm going to have to do VO over top of it because I have to have like everything off my table to show it. It is dumb large. I'm excited for it. Also very not sure how I'm going to do this. Wow, what a delayed. I got a notice from earlier that Mime Goblin subscribed, right? And then that just popped up on screen. So weird to me.
All right. Ticket. All right, so Ko-Fi is officially closed.
Okay.
And so is Etsy. The Etsy, so you can no longer buy Goblin tickets. Goblin tickets are closed. Dun dun dun. Do stuff.
Then I will start doing our numbers in the background for the spinner.
Oh, I don't know if I want to continue.
I'll keep StreamLoot cards open for a little bit still, though. I mean, you don't have to worry about that. Those will still be active. And then I need both of these columns. Is that correct?
No, you just need the last column. Actually, you know what? I make it easier because that last column won't. What I do is I copy C, and then I just.
Whatever one I need is all I was worried about. I just don't want to.
Column E. Just take column E.
All right, we'll do. The other one so you can track where it's from. That's right.
Yeah.
So.
But if you take column E, that gives me everything in the spinner that I need to be able to track back to which where they purchased from.
Ooh,
so
that was a lot of. I see some familiar names in here.
Oh yeah, there's some new names too, which is a good thing.
Boom, and we're gonna do the 3 shuffle as well. Reshuffle. Because we need that as well. But yeah, man, it's been. I'm really enjoying YouTube, other than my Elgato issue, which is Elgato's problem. There's some API issue. Like, I rebooted my Stream Deck software 3 times during the show just so I can use the buttons.
Oh. Yeah.
Because it has to recall the API. Like, if I hit the subs button right now, it still works. You get about 30 minutes. If you got cards left, play them to get your entries. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes here because I don't want to cut you short because we started a little later today. I know I haven't seen Ed in a long time. I was just talking to Diana and them about that. Ed's been crazy. He left a job to be less busy, and he's more busy.
I just dropped the link in chat for everybody. I don't know if it's an active link because I don't know if I have access.
For what?
That is the link for the journal editions.
Where did you put it at?
In the YouTube chat. I can drop it into our Discord chat.
I don't see it. It might have stopped the link. I can drop it though.
Yeah, in YouTube, I don't think I have the ability to put active links.
Yep, I don't have a way to do that, unfortunately. Not easily. Is this Elderwood?
Yep. Yeah, I just sent you the link for it in Discord.
I already put it in. Sweet. I will also pull it up on screen.
That is where you can go check out the Dungeon Journal ones, so you can get an idea of what the designs are, so on and so forth. That I will have available for.
Here, we can pull it up.
Since I'll have the full assortment, what we're going to do on our first day back is we always take the first Thursday off.
Yep.
So we're not going to have a stream next week.
We are off next week.
Yeah, we're off next week, but we'll be back the week after that. So that week we come back the first week in March. Mm-hmm. On that Thursday, we are going to pick which of those dice boxes are going to be the raffle. So you guys you're gonna want to be here early on that day. Make sure to get your votes.
We'll do a vote for it.
Are we gonna paint?
You know what? How many versions are there?
I believe there are 6.
Looks like 7, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of them.
Well, 6 are mine. The 7th one isn't.
Okay, so what I can do actually is in this video, I can add it literally into the description of this video as well for votes. I have a way to do that now. So I can put it in there for votes, and then we can also do a live poll during the show. So we'll just kind of tally them all up and let people get their votes in from everywhere.
One thing you're going to notice with this set that is completely different than anything else Elderwood has done or any of my other partners is that we're starting to use gradients.
Gradient, like gradient in the engraving?
Right. So if you notice, like if you do...
on the goblin one here, you can see it a little bit.
Yeah, on the moon one, you see the moon one?
This one?
The goblin one doesn't really have it, but the moon one does.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You can see how in the center...
Is that just the depth? Is that the difference of depth? Or is it doing like a crosshatch etching?
No, it's actually the difference in depth of the laser.
Huh.
So lasers will interpret a gradation as a decrease in power.
Okay.
And that's how they do that.
That's cool.
So
that's going to be different for you to paint. Have you painted one like this yet?
Not yet, but I am not afraid to.
Well, I'm not. I never would think you're afraid of it.
So I think it's going to give me more things to play with by having that gradation there.
Agreed.
I'm kind of excited about it. I want to really try it out on the moon one, and the werewolf one looks like it has a really interesting gradation at the bottom and around the moon. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna
it takes paint
out. Yeah.
That's me. Didn't you say the areas that were burned with the laser when you were doing inks accepted the ink differently when they're burned?
Depending on the wood and who I'm getting it from, because everybody that I work with is using a different laser.
Gotcha.
So a higher powered laser is going to burn more sharply as far as the detail goes, but it also, if it's depending on what the power setting is at, it can actually kind of cauterize.
Okay.
So it doesn't, on a stronger laser, it can be harder to get it to take the ink in the burned areas than it will on the flat tops.
Gotcha.
The flat surface, if it's over polished, if it's over sanded, like if it's more than like a 220 grit level of sanding, you'll find that also is harder to get ink to go into than if you just give it like a light sanding with 220, and that'll allow the ink to accept into it better. It's also a good way to, instead of priming it, like if you're using paints, like what I'm doing now, instead of priming it, just give it a really light sanding with a 220 or lower, preferably a 220, because get lower, it gets a little rough. But it gives you enough grip for you the wood to actually hold the paint in a more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes total sense. 100% makes sense.
Yeah. So.
All right, I'm almost done entering all the StreamLoot cards. If somebody wants to play any, now is your time before we finish this up. Serving Hands has 26 entries after today. AW has 2. Trickster has 1. These are just StreamLoot cards. This is not the Ko-Fi. This is with the golden tickets as well. Mime Goblin has 2 just from StreamLoot cards on top of whatever they did. For Ko-Fi, because I think I saw their name in there as well. Jake Bacon also has 2 this month. I think one he got from Trivia. I think Trickster might have got one from Trivia as well. And then Scott has 1 as well. Which I think I'm going to put as his name here. We know who he is.
All right, I've got the paint cam set up.
I already have it set there. Here. Boop, gone. So, with that said, anybody else want to play a card? One card. And we got another card to end out our show before I turn off cards.
Bueller.
Y'all think Serving Hands put her on? No, she's not. She wants this dice box and the coffee, probably equal amounts. She's a coffee fiend. No, we're good. All right, I'm going into StreamLoots. I'm turning it off. Serving Hands, if you want to get yourself one more in, you better hurry. Because I'm going to go turn this off right meow. Hey, Ben, welcome to the show. We're getting ready to do our drawing. Mallory, did you want to drop? Do you want to drop any cards? We're closing out right now. Do you want to get a single card in as an entry? Now's your time.
Make me laugh.
Here it is. If you don't own one, this is StreamLoots because I'm going to close them. But if you want a chance to win what's on screen right now, I'll give a couple minutes because we started late today. I'm willing to wait. I don't have a meeting till 2:30. I'm willing to be patient. We can play.
Wow.
We can play another one. Yo, I've been in a meeting since 9. Like, what's one more at 2:30? Like, what? It's been meeting upon meeting. Thursdays is meeting and show day. And then I'm going to play some video games for a little bit and then go back into all the work I got to do. So if you want to play with Mallory, you're welcome to. I know you're at work. Caffeine Club Member of the Month. Oh, my God. She can be right with...
We should bring Dave on and have...
Oh, you bought your tickets already? Oh, Ben, cool. All right, I just want to make sure because you can... There's a chance to get more when you do StreamLoot cards. That's why I wanted to make sure.
Ben has his tickets.
Ben,
I don't know if Mallory does.
No, Ben, have you been here for the live show, the StreamLoot show? So the way the StreamLoots work, just in case, because I know you normally don't make it for this. At least I don't think you have in the past.
Ben is Zion.
Oh, you're Zion. Okay, you might know. We changed it up. Trivia. You can get 3 points. You can get 3 points out of trivia now. Oh, that's all right. I don't have my cards on me. I mean, I just sent a link. Oh, you don't have your card on you. Got you. All right. Then. We're closing this out. Closing it out. Boom. Cards paused. I'm gonna pull it on screen here for us. Here's our spinner. I'm gonna make this a little bigger, actually. I think.
I'm actually doing a triple custom for Ben right now.
Oh, are you really? What is it?
Yeah. They're. I don't want to show them because I don't know who knows it because 2 of these are gifts.
Ah, gotcha. Don't do that.
I don't want to put it out there.
Show me privately.
Yeah.
All right.
They're. Yeah.
I have not cycled them yet. These are all of our entries, right? I've not cycled any of them yet. They're all here. We're going to shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're shuffled. Okay. I'm going to slide this. Make sure we're good. I'm going to hide it. All right. Let me pick a song for this. We need something fun. What do I want to use fun for this?
I don't know. What are you going to use fun for?
I don't know. I want something fun. We're just clipping through. I can't play half the stuff I want to play because we're on YouTube.
You never know, Scott. We've had people win with 1 entry before, so
Yes, we have.
1 entry is all you need.
Oh, here we go. This sounds like a party one. All right, we ready? 3, 2, 1. Click the spin, baby. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh shit! Well, serving hands. Well, serving hands. I will have Riddle send me the coffee and send you the box.
Did she seriously win?
She did. Hey, that's not true. We had one person win with 3, and we've had one person win with 1 card. Yeah. So we have had numerous times the person with the most shit did not win. Congrats to you. The next one are going to be our 2 chests with the slap chop or the slap puck, whatever that is. It puck shot, slap shot coffee.
Yeah, slap
Congrats.
shot.
Congrats to you, serving hands. I will make sure that stuff's sent directly to my house. Oh my!
Didn't I just do a shipment to you?
Oh my God! She just played her winning unicorn reaction. Congrats to you. That is it for us today. We are off this show next week because it's the first Thursday of the month, but we will be back Monday and Tuesday for Dragonlance. If you missed the last 2 episodes, they are the most fire episodes of maybe any show outside of Cyberpunk I've done. Athena Palmer joined us on Tuesday to rain hell down as a dragon. Monday, secret time, as I like to call them now. Went around and planned a bunch of stuff, and Tuesday just kind of blew up the city. But they did save everyone leaving on the boats, or so they think. We'll see how this all turns out. It was an amazing show yet again. First Laughal for EFP. Not a bad bout of entries for this. If you like what we do here, the best thing you can do is share it out and get people to follow, subscribe. Let's get more people doing this. We can get bigger prizes, bigger craziness. We already have amazing sponsors, and I know the more people that are watching, the bigger prizes that we can do. I want a GM screen. That's my goal. I want a Talon and Claw, beefy-ass GM screen that we paint to do. That's what I want to do.
I will tell you that he is currently working on a new type of GM screen, and he is partnering with another maker to work it out.
Oh.
So it's going to be, if things work as I'm hearing them, it's going to be a collab between him and another well-known maker out there.
I'm excited.
So I will leave it at that, and just you guys keep an eye on Talon and Claw. Their Twitter is generally the best one to look at, or be part of their Discord. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited for that. Wave by Riddles. I'm going to do the YouTubey thing.
Everyone, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. Yes.
Happy February, everybody, and congrats to Serving Hands for her first win on EFP. Everybody, we will be back in 2 weeks, and now we're going to do our little YouTubey fun thing that I get to do every time. Wave Riddles. Hey everybody, thank you for watching the show today. If you like watching paint dry, over on this side, there's going to be some like YouTubey thing here that you click, and it's going to be like videos and shit. And then over on this side, there'll be a bell. If you want to know when we're live, people have asked, how do you do that? You have to turn on all notifications for the bell. If it's just the I'm on and following, you will not get notifications. And then you're late to the show. You miss your chance for Laughals. You miss when Athena Palmer fire breaths everybody and kills them. And you miss when secret time happens. I have an interview coming up here really shortly. I don't want to say too much about it, We have an interview coming up with one of my new favorite games that have come out. And get ready for another new show from EFP. I can't say much more than that. If you're going to be at GaryCon, I'll see you there. Have a great day, everybody. And yeah, go watch some paint dry. Bye, everyone.